welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be actually completing a new set on myself, and I'm going to be using my Kiara Sky e-file. First, before I get started, I want to talk about this little cute little drill bit that came with the e-file. It has a little stone at the end, and I didn't actually see that when I was unboxing it, but as you can see, it's very cute little stone at the end. I do like little extras like that. One also came in the other drill bit as well, as you can see. And like I said, those little extras like that are really cute, and I really like that. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention before I got started. So I hope everyone's been doing okay since my last video. I have communicated with, some of you, but I hope for the most part everybody's been doing good. Everybody's on their journeys or their VSG journeys, and you guys have been talking to me and communicating with me about that. So that's looking good for everybody. I hope everybody can get to their their best health. But before applying, after I put my nail tips on, after I apply my nail tips, then this step right here you guys already are familiar with, where I go in and I flush my nail tips with my natural nails. It gives it a better look when you're creating designs like on clear tips, and it not only does it give it a better look, it also gives it a better flow when you're trying to apply your acrylic. The acrylic is easier applied because there is no hump right there. So if you can kind of just flush that flat with your natural nail, the application process is actually better. I'm not using like a lot of pressure, just really lightly buffing it over the top with, just like I said, some light pressure. And you just want to make sure that it is a little more evenly level to your natural nail. And you just go through the set doing that same thing, which doesn't take up much time. It is a step that you can avoid if you're pushing for time, but I typically don't avoid this step. I always go ahead and flush it because, like I say, I like the look, because you never know if you want to leave that section of the nail blank, or if you want to or if you're applying any colored acrylic there, or or any stickers or anything. You just, however you get to your design, when you get to your design, you don't want for that to be a problem, to be able to see a line there. So that's why I basically flush every set, because once I get to that step, if it's a problem, then you can't go back at that point and flush it. So I just feel like it's better to do it while you're at that step. It's kind of like just preparing for the best outcome is how I look at it. Okay, and like I said, just little light feathering strokes. Okay, so this right here is something that I use in between my nail services, and I purchased it at Walmart for anywhere, I think it was anywhere from between like $4 and $7. I purchased it to use on my nails to rebuild the strength on my nails between my services. And so the reason I brought it up is because I actually started this set the other day, and then I was interrupted. I couldn't complete the set, but I had already prepped my nails and everything. So what I did was I also had applied the tips. So I ended up having to I had to cut my tips, soak the tips off, and then I had to put something on my nails to protect it. So I chose the 9-in-1 Benefits Natural Cure to put on my nails to kind of protect my nails until I got time to come back to complete the set. So that had never happened to me before, where I had actually prepped my nails and everything, and I had applied my tips, and then I couldn't complete my set. So that was the first time for that. So I feel like it worked out pretty well. When I went in this time to prep my nails, I just did very light buffing the shine from my natural nail. I didn't do too much at all because, like I said, I had already did this like 2 days ago. So let's dust this off a little bit, and let's go ahead and get right into this thing, y'all. Let's get right into this thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm shaking the camera. I didn't realize that. And the reason that I'm actually filing my nails over here to the side is because I didn't want any dust on my paper towel, because I am getting ready to lay my acrylic. And when I'm laying the acrylic, you don't want any dust particles or anything on your surfaces while you're laying your acrylic. And so now I'm just taking some Young Nails Swipe, and I am basically just taking another step to clean the surface of the nail area, make sure that there's no particles or residue left on the nails. Swipe is something that I do. It's a product that I do like to use, and I would recommend, for you to use it versus the alcohol, but I still do use alcohol at the end of my service, which you'll see later. So now I am just taking the primer. This is No Lift brand primer. I just poured it into my own little bottle here. And so I'm just taking that primer and priming one hand. I'm not going to prime the other hand until I'm prepared to, until I'm ready to do the other hand, because you don't want to not get the full benefits of your primer. So we're going to go in with this clear. I do like to place a layer of clear on my nail bed before I begin to do any design, just for a little added protection and lifting and application as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going in with that clear. And I'm sorry, you guys, I did lift my hands a little bit up out of the camera area. When I am like, if you are a nail tech, you do know that when we're doing our own nails, we do have to hold our hands in awkward positions, so that we can see, or we can get in an angle, or in an area where we need to get. So it's kind of like we have to hold our hands in a different ways. So if I do move my hand out of the camera, I apologize for that. But it's needed. It's needed. So I pretty much moved through my left doing my, I pretty much moved through doing my left hand pretty fast. But when I'm doing my right hand, I'm moving a little bit slower, just due to the fact that I'm right-handed. But, it's not a problem for me to do both hands. I just do one hand a little slower than the other hand. So I'm pretty much just moving the acrylic around to my desired look. Once I get the acrylic to look the way that I want it to look, then, I pretty much leave it alone right there. So now I'm just going in with some of these gold flakes, and I'm kind of lining the side of this pinky. And then I'm thinking I'm going to go down, like in a diagonal, And unfortunately, I can't remember where I purchased these glitters from, but I love them. They're so beautiful and vibrant, but I did have issues with them, unfortunately, while creating this set. And you guys will see what I mean in a few minutes. And I'm just going back in on that ring finger now with just the clear. You want to always dap your brush. Keep your brush clean and free of any acrylic that's left on there during your application. Like throughout the entire application, you want to just keep dapping your brush, wiping your brush on your paper towel, just to make sure that nothing is being left behind. You always want to go ahead and clean up around your skin as well. You don't want any product on the skin at all, because that does cause lifting, and we don't want any lifting. So right now I took a little bit of clear acrylic, and then I dipped it into the super fine purple glitter here, and then I'm basically just walking that glitter down, and the reason that you see me kind of like patting from side to side, because I do want kind of a solid application at the top, and so I'm kind of just patting that out to look the way that I want it to look. And I'm adding a little bit more, and then once I get the desired look, I am going to actually bring it on down the nail, as you can see. And once you bring it on down the nail, what it does is it kind of flares the glitter out, and it gives you that sprinkled or that bursting effect, or like a ombre glitter effect. And so then I just capped it a little bit with some clear acrylic again, and just one little thin layer. And then I'm gonna come back and cap it later to make sure that the form is correct. So I'm going back in with the clear on the on the middle finger. We know we start with the clear. You want to always keep your acrylic, when you lay acrylic, you don't want to just lay it any kind of way. You want to make sure that you're laying it as perfect as you can, because when you lay it any kind of way, or you just like pile the acrylic up on there, it causes you to have to do like a lot of filing in the end, and that's not what you want, because we all know that time is money. And I'm going back in with this glitter again, but we all know that time is money. And we also want to save our shoulders and our backs and our wrists as well. As cosmetologists, we all know that this type of job is actually a lot of wear and tear on the body. So, you want to just make sure that you apply your acrylic as perfect as you can the first time. So once you go in and you do your finishing work, you're not really working yourself too much, because you prevented that in your previous steps. So, the filing is minimum at the end if you lay your acrylic as perfect as possible. And you just use your brush to flatten it out, everything in shape, while the acrylic is still moist and pliable. You just want to make sure that you can, basically move it around and, form it the best way you can while it's still kind of wet. So now I'm going to move right along to the pointer. And as you can see on the middle finger, I just covered that entire finger in that superfine glitter. I'm going to come back a little later with some chunky glitter on the top of that. But for right now, I'm just going to let that dry. And I'm going to continue with this pointer and this clear. Yeah, when you lay your bead, you just go ahead and work that bead all the way down the nail. Making sure that none is on the skin. We don't want any lifting. Okay. And so what I did was I picked up some pink, some clear, and some purple. And I'm just marbling, doing a little light marble, nothing too dark or too bold, just something real light, like on my pinky, on this pointer. And so I'm just marbling that down the nail until it gets to my desired look. Before you begin any set, you want to kind of have an idea. Well, you don't actually have to have an idea of what you're going to do. Some ideas come as you move along, especially when you're freestyling. Ideas just come as you go. But for me, when I'm doing a video, most of the time I want to have some type of idea of what I'm doing or what I'm trying to create before I begin. That way, oh, excuse me, you guys. That way, I can basically move through the video pretty fast for you guys because I don't want to hold you long. I don't want any extra drawn out time frames when it doesn't have to be. So I went in with the gold flakes just like I did on a pinky, but on this pointer I actually am going to do a diagonal at the tip and then a diagonal at the top corner of this pointer. And you just want to keep looking at your nails, while you're doing this set. You want to keep looking at it to make sure everything flows, make sure everything's matching and coming together, to see if you need to tweak anything or change anything in the design. You just want to, just keep looking at it. My flakes sometimes don't want to cooperate, don't want to lay down. Okay. There we go. And as you can see, once your brush begin to dry out a little bit, your bristles start to kind of flare. You want to try to keep your brush, when you're working with acrylic and flakes and glitter as well, kind of moist and like that, like it's some gold flakes stuck in the brush. But you just want to make sure that you don't have anything stuck in your brush. Because brushes are expensive, you guys. Brushes, I think I paid like $45 for my last brush. And it was a flex brush from my nail supply warehouse. And I really don't even use it. I pay like $45 for it. But it's cute. I just really don't use it like that because the weight is kind of off for me. But this brush that I'm using now is actually a brush that I paid like $25 for. And I actually purchased it from Amazon. And I actually blinged it out myself. I applied the stones on the tip and around the handle. I actually did that myself because the brush came just silver and white. And it had a gold heart on it. I mean, not a gold heart, you guys, a red heart. But as I used it, the red heart faded and like the red chipped away. And so it left a little indentation that was there for the heart. But the color actually just chipped away. So when the color chipped away on that heart, I decided to go in, and because I like the brush, it's like my favorite brush. The weight and everything is distributed throughout the brush, and it gives you like a perfect feel, to create what you're trying to create, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I like the feel of the brush. So I decided to like make it cute again since it had faded. So I went in with some glitter, some silver glitter polish. And then on top of that polish, I actually added the stones and some little pink, I think I did some AB stones and some pink stones on top of the brush handle. And then I put one large crystal at the tip, and it kind of, gave me a little refresh on my brush because, like I said, it's something that I like to use. So I wanted to make it cute because I know I'm going to be using it like every day. So I'm just, as you can see, marbling this nail as well, just like I did the pinky and the pointer. So that's 3 marble nails on this hand. All of them will look a little different, which, all of your marble designs are going to be different and unique in themselves anyway. And I'm just going in now, just making sure everything is blending in well and there's no holes. When you're marbling with colored acrylic, though, you know that there is a little waviness to your layer, but you're going to come back in with the clear and basically fill that in. So, that's not a problem. It's just, that's the process. So now I'm just going in with the gold flakes. Y'all, I love gold flakes. I'm going in with the gold flakes. You have to just basically move them around till you get to your desired look. And just place it and press it until you find the look that you're going for. Because sometimes you can create something and you're looking at it and you're like, that's off. Like something's off about that. But if you move it around and play with it, it pretty much comes together. I love doing nails. Like, I love it just as much as I did when I did hair. I really have a passion for hair. I do have a passion for nails as well. Anything that I can basically create myself is very fulfilling for me. And so I'm just going to go up the side a little bit with this gold. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay. And now I'm just going to cap that a little bit in that clear. Just to ensure that that stays how I want it to stay. And these tips, you guys, are the C-curve tips. They're the extra long. They are the XXL coffin C-curve tips. And I ordered these from Amazon. Okay, I'm just getting a crystal picker to see what's going to be I don't really know how I'm going to apply this glitter, you guys, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to be prepared and have what I need here. And so we're about to see how this outcome is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to take this little brush on glue, and because like I told you earlier in the video, I did have some problems with this glitter kind of bleeding the last time. So I'm trying to do like the absolute least with it when it comes to chemical. So I'm taking this little brush on glue and applying the brush on glue. And then I am trying to basically like pick up the glitter individually and place it on the nail to my desired liking, just to try to minimize some of the bleeding, because I usually don't apply my glitters like this. I usually just do it with the monomer and acrylic, but for some reason this particular glitter is actually bleeding a lot, and I wasn't too satisfied with the outcome, with the look of the outcome. The shape and the nail themselves I was very satisfied with, as I always am, but with the clarity of the glitter, I was not really satisfied with. But we're going to keep it moving anyway. And so I'm just taking the glue, and then I'm pressing the larger chunky glitter, and these are hard, so I'm just pressing them into the glue so that it stays. And I don't have any form to what I'm doing. Neither do I have a plan. I'm just basically winging it, because I know the other day when I sat down to start my nails, I did have some issue with that glitter bleeding. So it's like I'm already knowing that it's gonna bleed. So here we go. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Yeah, and like I say, just turn your hands around and look at them just to make sure, you know, that they looking good from that angle. And I did see where I needed to add another heart. I'm gonna add another one right here. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much looking okay. I'm gonna add another one, a smaller one. Okay. Yeah. I absolutely love glitter. And so now I'm just taking like a really, really thin layer of clear, and I'm going to try to see if, like I told you, I don't have no form. I'm just trying to work it out, you guys. Work it out. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pour it on here and see if I can just sprinkle it on. Because you want it to have some type of dimension and you want it to be unique. So just sprinkle it on and let it fall however it may. And I think that'll be, a pretty much good look. I'm glad I decided to just sprinkle that on. Looking good. Yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied with that. I'm pretty much satisfied. I see two little spots here, though, that I am going to go in and put two hearts. So let's see. I put one little heart. Okay. I'm adding just a little bit more glue. I think I'm going to put a little bit more hearts so that once I'm done and you move your fingers around, you will be able to see that they're actually hearts. So I want the hearts to be like in the forefront. It's kind of hard picking up these glitters with this crystal picker. They don't stick to the wax very well. Okay, I'm just trying to like seal these glitters and just make them stay where I want them to stay. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just going to sparingly put the glitters on the first, on my pointer. Not too many, maybe like 3 or 4 on this hand, but not too many. We're not going to put too many on here because we basically want to still see our marble design. So we don't want to overcrowd the marble with the glitters. So we're just going to put maybe about 3 or 4 hearts on this one, like sparingly. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this hand. I mean, for this finger. Okay. And you guys, you can see me. I'm like, I always turn my hands around from the front to the back so I can get a look at how it's gonna look from my direction and then how it will look from your angle. Okay, what y'all think about that? I think that's pretty cute. Okay, we're gonna move right along to the thumb. I actually, you guys, picked up the glitter with the glue brush. I'm like, that might not be no good idea. It's working for me though. I'm telling you, throughout this set, you're going to see me do some of anything and everything. Because for real, you guys, it's like nothing is set in stone. Like, get the job done. That's the objective. That is the main objective, to get the job done. By any means necessary, get it done. And I actually like to show things like that, especially like in videos, like YouTube videos, especially. You want to show things like that because some people, you know, unfortunately do think like it's only one way to do things, or it's you have to do it by this way, or you got to do it this way. You really don't have to do anything this way or that way because everybody is creative in their own way. You know, I just had an idea, you guys. What if I try to seal these hearts to keep them from bleeding with this top coat first before I put the acrylic on there? Let me see. We're going to try it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but we're going to definitely go ahead and try to seal the hearts with the gel top coat. And this is this may work. I don't know. It's worth a shot though. So let's see. Yeah, you guys, my weight is down. Let's see. We're gonna put this we're gonna put it in the light, cure it, and then we're gonna move on. But you guys, just really quick, my weight is down to 267, and I went from 352 and I'm now down to 267. So that's like I'm almost at 100 pounds. I have a doctor's appointment on March 15th, and I really would like to be at like at least 250 by March 15th. And so I'm working hard trying to get there. Okay, so that's out of the light. Let's go ahead and try to cap these nails. Hopefully they won't bleed too much. When you're capping your glitters, you want, or anything that you're encapsulating, you want to make sure that you keep your acrylic really runny. You want to make sure that your acrylic ball is really wet so that it basically moves itself down the nail bed. Because what that does is when the acrylic moves itself, it keeps you from moving your design. So some designs, especially like when you're using loose glitters and stuff, it could still move like once you, depending on how you apply it, once you get ready to cap it. So I like to leave my acrylic really wet and runny so that it basically moves itself down the nail. And I've actually had great outcomes doing that. So that's something that I typically do when I'm encapsulating. Now, once you start to build, like when you're trying to build your apex up to make sure that the apex has a curve, I do then sometimes leave it a little bit stiffer, closer to the normal ratio, because you want that to stay there. So once you put that little ball there at the apex, you're going to want that to stay. So you use a little bit stiffer ball than you would when you just making sure that you're capping your design. And again, you guys, I'm out of the camera frame a little bit, but give me a moment and I realize it and I will get back into the camera frame. Okay. It's so relaxing doing my nails, actually doing anybody's nails. It's relaxing, just nails, period. You're just, it's like you're in the zone. Like I have my music playing and it's like a whole vibe. It's really a whole vibe. I'm trying my best, you guys, because you guys know I did tell you that I had to go back into the workforce after coronavirus, because it was like well after coronavirus. I was able to sustain myself pretty good throughout coronavirus, but like the middle of last year, like around July of last year or August, September. Wait a minute. I think it was around maybe August, September, late August, September, I went back to the workforce. So it's very stressful to me, to be honest with you, and I'm really working hard to transition back over and have my clientele back to where I need it to be so that I can get back out of the workforce, because I do not want to be on nobody else's job doing anything. Like, it's so stressful, and I feel like God have given all of us enough talent with excuse me. God has given all of us enough talent within ourselves to sustain ourselves, to work for ourselves, to do anything that we need to do, to make the money that we need to make to take care of ourselves, you know. And I am working on, when I tell you guys I'm working so hard to get back out the workforce, and it has had an effect on everything. It has had an effect on how many videos I put out. It has had an effect on whether or not my nails are done or not, because sometimes I have to go like extended periods of time without my nails being done because I'm tired, I'm busy, I'm overworked, I'm stressed, and it's like I got to get myself back to the point where I am keeping the same level of energy on a regular, constant basis, because that's how we supposed to that's how our bodies, y'all see that form. You always want to look at your nails from the side and make sure that they're perfectly shaped. And so I'm going to just go ahead and finish this thumb while I'm chatting with you guys. But yeah, like, I ain't trying to do all that. Like, I'm older. I'm not an old woman, but I'm older. I feel like I'm still young, but I'm older. I'm older than what I used to be. And I just want to live like as stress-free as possible. But I also want to provide a service to someone who needs it, and not actually need, but I don't know, because I feel like my nails are a need, because And when my nails are done, it's like, I feel some type of way, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I feel some type of way when my nails aren't done. When my hair and my nails are done, it's like I have a whole different, like, about myself. Like, I'm just on another level. And it's like, I feel like those things that we as women do to beautify ourselves or to enhance ourselves are needed. It's not just a want, they're a need, because they help keep us in that that vibe that we want to be in, you know. And so, yeah, I feel like it's a need. So as I was saying, I want to provide a need to someone as well as doing something that I love to make money, you know. So I'm done with that, you guys. I've laid the acrylic on both hands, as you can see. And now I'm going in with this young nails. I mean, now this is not young nails, you guys. This is not polished. I'm going in with the not polished Glossit. And I'm just going to make sure that the surface is fully covered. I am not going to apply any stones on this set or anything, because the glitters and the gold and everything, you know, it creates the look for this set itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my top coat on, cure it, and then, hey, we're done. We're done. You guys done listen to me babble and go on and on about everything. About everything. But I was kind of like disgusted with this set, to be honest with you, because of the bleeding. But the form of the nails, the shape of the nails, and everything else, like, I was really, really satisfied with. So I just kind of like, this is one instance where you kind of just gotta bite it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it is what it is. Because it's like, I'm not removing this acrylic. This is a set that I'm going to wear for the next few weeks. Maybe 2 at the most, because I already know I'm going to get bored with how it looks. So you always want to go in. As you can see, I'm trying to go in real tight by around the cuticle area, not touching the cuticle, because you know, you don't want to expose your skin, like I always say, to the chemicals unnecessarily. So you guys, that shine is doing everything for me. Everything. That's why I keep showing you guys, like, it's doing everything for me. I'm like, y'all gotta see this. But I'll never do purple either. So this like lavender purple look is something different for me, but I do like it. I'm actually enjoying it already, and I haven't even finished top coating it. But like I said, I like it. So I'm just take this brush and clean up a little bit, because I did get some on my skin right here. And depending on how much gel you're using in your finishing application, it will run to your cuticle area if you don't cure it. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's none on my cuticles before I put it in the light. I usually don't do my thumb at the same time I do my other fingers, but I'm going to go ahead and do my thumb because I'm trying to finish up. I really want to go somewhere tonight. I haven't been anywhere out since my breakup, so I want to go somewhere tonight. So I'm trying to hurry up and finish up, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to wear, but it'll probably be something that's going to complement this beautiful lavender. Okay, what y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all, I think I could have did this in matte as well. I think if I would have did it in the matte, I would have really liked it too. I hardly ever do matte on myself. But I don't know. How about my next set be matte? Whatever I decide to do next, that's what I'm going to do, you guys. It's going to be matte. Because I never show you guys a matte look. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So be looking forward to that look. I don't know what colors and stuff I'm going to use yet, but I do know it's definitely going to be matte. Because I'm looking at this like it would have really been cute matte. It's a pretty color to leave matte. Some colors, though, I feel like they need that shine to make it give what you want it to give. But this set could have actually went either way. Yeah, it could have went either way. I've been doing my nails for so long, you guys. It's like second nature, especially when using my left hand. And a lot of people be asking me, like, how do you do your own nails? One day at work the other day, I was talking to this guy and his girlfriend, and he was like, you got to be ambidextrous. I was like, yeah, I am. And he was looking at me like, girl, them nails, how could you do that? With, I think I had the pink set on when I was talking to that guy. But yeah, I've been doing it so long. It's kind of like second nature for me to just go through it. Even though, like I said earlier, it does take me a little longer to do my opposite hand. But I love it. I've been thinking about starting to do toes as well, like acrylic on toes. So I don't know. You guys might see that coming from me a little later on. I might even just start on my and just do myself for a little while, just to see how I'm feeling about it, because I don't want to open up and start offering a service that I'm not going to continue to provide. So I think I'll do that. Maybe I do myself and my daughters for a while, and to see how I'm feeling, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't want to make no promises that I cannot keep, and I'm not a feet person. I am not a feet person, you guys. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm just cleaning this up. We are almost done. I just want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me this far. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure, if you are one of my supporters or one of my followers, please share this video with your family and friends. I'm really trying to build my channel. I'm trying to step out on faith and do some things. So your help would greatly be appreciated. So please, please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell, because that notification bell gonna let you know what I'm at, where I'm at, and what I'm doing. Don't forget that. That's like a must. And I do the same thing, because before, like, I've been on YouTube for years, but I didn't really know how it worked, because I wasn't interested in like being a YouTuber or anything like that. So I wasn't interested. So once I did get interested in being a YouTuber, and I realized how things work, like, I make sure now that I like the videos that I'm watching, and that I share them, and and support them in the way that I want to be supported, because I'm like, I didn't know that they needed this. I didn't know that it was necessary that you do this. But now that I'm in position, I know what's necessary. I want to make sure that the people that I like, that I support them as well. Even down to commenting. I used to wouldn't comment. I just watch it, and then to myself I'd be like, yeah, I like that, or she was on point, or something like that. But now I make sure I do go in the comments, and I say that, because the comments do matter, as well as the likes and the shares and the subscriptions. So I make sure that I'm giving what I am expecting to get from you guys. So here, we're going to go ahead and stick this in the light. We are almost done. Yes, it feels really great. Feels great, you guys. Let me get a little situated here. Okay, I'm just going to close this up and put it up. I like to keep things neat in order. You guys know that. I'm going to take this alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I think this is a 90%. And I am just going to spray and wipe. This gets all the acrylic residue from my fingertips and everything. And it also cleans the nails off of anything that's left behind that doesn't need to be there. And it sanitizes as well, you guys. And I just feel a little sticky, so I'm just rubbing that off. And this is a step actually with the alcohol and me just wiping everything clean, because I do the same thing to my clients, and they typically do not have to wash their hands after the service because, like I said, the alcohol cleanses and it sanitizes. So let me readjust this camera. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. And let's put this back. Okay, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about the application and the set itself. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Until next time. Bye, beautiful.